Hey, friend, and welcome back to the SWRA podcast, where aging, wellness, and wisdom intersect. I am Maggie Lazar, your host, and I am delighted to have you on. If this is your first time listening to me, welcome aboard. If you are a returning listener, I welcome you back. Okay, I had been gone for a few days, a little R&R, somewhere in South America, Central America, actually. And, as I go around, I'm always looking at life to remind me of certain things or to learn a few things. But this time, I want to talk about something that came to the fore as I was enjoying the sights. I was in line, maybe a couple of nights back, just waiting to enter a church right before Easter. It was Easter Eve. And I'm standing there with a couple of families on both sides. We're just chatting away. Then I see a gentleman, he looks like a local, come and install a big tall speaker kind of a little bit on the right of us. And I was like, oh, they're going to broadcast the service. So that was fun. Then he went across a few feet and then he grabbed like some cable, maybe it was an extension. He just threw it our way. And when he threw it, it hit a lady in front of me in the leg. And the lady startled and it kind of hurt because he threw it. So I was like, well, that wasn't very nice, right? And then he comes around as he comes closer to the speaker, a young man who was with the lady was like older. And then he told the gentleman, he said, well, you shouldn't be throwing it like that because you hit my mom. I think it was his mother-in-law. What do you think that guy said? He started arguing with him. Next thing I know, there was pushing and shoving. He hit the guy on the nose. He pushed the lady, and we had like a little ledge. The lady almost fell. And I was like, what is this? What's happening? And the thing that came to mind was the power of a simple apology. As we get older, it's no longer attractive to fight for your rights about every little thing. I think it becomes more important to be pleasant and peaceful. Now, imagine if he had just said, oh, lo siento, señora. That would have gone a long way. The lady would have brushed herself off, smiled back at him, and kept it moving. But no, he got offended and he was in the wrong. So the moral of the story is that the power of an apology, you cannot measure that. Because if somebody is you're on edge or something is going on in your life. And again, that's another thing we can talk about, how to learn to manage your emotions depending on what's happening in your life. Again, I keep reiterating that some people are on death row because of a simple wrong decision, a reaction to something. And it's like an exaggerated reaction, right? Because this instance did not necessitate, a brawl, a shoving. And the police had to come and escort him away. Now, listen, you're doing your little job. We're just standing there enjoying the view, the moment. Now you're going to jail because of a simple decision, because you have not learned to master your emotion. You had not learned to just say, oh, I'm sorry, lo siento. That's how we say it. That's how we say it. And I felt sorry. The lady was so upset. I felt sorry for her. I felt sorry for him because his girlfriend or family member came and wanting to know what had happened. And she was trying to defend him. And we're like, no, he was way out of line. He just should not have done what he did. So keep in mind, sisters and brothers, as we go through life, even if he was right, just saying, I'm sorry to a tourist because the lady was visiting. Just saying I'm sorry would have gone a long way. But saying I'm sorry, I guess, makes some people feel a certain way that I'm demeaning myself, I'm lowering myself. No. As a seasoned, older, wiser person, an apology makes everything calmer You don't have to explain because everybody responds positively to I'm sorry. Well, I shouldn't say everybody because some people it wouldn't have been enough. But I think in this instance, it would have been enough. So as you go out today, remember, it's not worth it getting all offended, getting in your emotions about every little thing. That is a sign of immaturity. It's a sign of somebody who has not learned anything about life. It is not that important. Just say you're sorry and keep it moving. All right, sis? Go out there and be a good human. Spread joy, spread peace, and I will see you in the next video. I'll see you tomorrow. Not video. I will see you tomorrow. Au revoir. À la prochaine. Bye.